Fresh back from a convention, still dealing with the concrete, but welcome to another episode filled with good news from the furry fandom, covering not just the charity numbers with a highlight of NordicFuzzCon, but also a lovely interview with Chester the Geroo. I mean, not only does this little critter have the voice of an angel, he sings operas in fursuit, but first, the charities. The wonderful artist Temrin made some wonderful stickers, amongst them a Canadian goose protecting tiny pride-colored gooselings. A part of their sales went to the Rainbow Road and the ACLU, supporting the LGBTQ amongst other minorities in the US. The sales are still going on and so far they raised $37.41. I am so incredibly proud of all those 450 critters of Anthro Expo who raised $17,801 for Pivot, an organization devoted to provide services and care for 12 to 24-year-olds who have aged out of their foster home, are homeless, or had to run away from their homes on their 12-acre campus in Oklahoma City. Not all inflation is bad. Get Out the Float is a wonderful convention dedicated to the fandom that really loves their inflatables, ranging from pool toys to even cars. And they raised $4,096 for Sunset Park and Recreation, a foundation that helps children, youth and adults and seniors to access safe aquatic and recreational services. Over in the United Kingdom, the wonderful critters from ScotiaCon raised a very impressive $20,194.03 for the Sunny Harbour Cat and Kitten Rescue, which adds to the total raised for charity in the lifetime of this convention to over £100,000. That is more than $125,000. While the name might not ring a bell with many, often I see such amazing videos from conventions in Asia from PolarTheLion. His work is truly amazing and it always brings a smile to my face when I see his work. Unfortunately, bad luck struck him as a fire raged through his home. However, the fandom came together and raised $16,047 so far to help Polar out. NordicFuzzCon, my home convention in Sweden. This year I was once again humbled to be part of their charity team. We raised $42,980.28 for Gira Help Iceland. And people are still donating. The 3 wonderful representatives from the charity were having so much fun. One even walked around in fursuit as a tiny Thabo. Fun fact, I made a little bet during the convention and I announced that if we raised over 400,000 Swedish kroner, about $37,000, I would have my head shaven on stage during the closing ceremony. Little did I know how much came in after that announcement. And during the closing ceremony, well, we broke that magical number. So there I was, in front of thousands of people on the live stream as well.
Well, I promised. This is the price of integrity.
Thabo, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Get your hand on my donkey!
Oh my god.
The atmosphere was already amazing and the responses were great. And during this convention I also talked with Chester, our Featurette. And since everybody wanted to see me bald, this time I will conduct the interview without fur. But don't get used to it, my Meerkat self will conduct future interviews. Back to the US, where Fursquared raised $24,400 $454.03 for the Humane Animal Welfare Society, or HAWS for short. This is a non-profit assisting about 6,000 animals per year and welcomes about 31,000 human visitors each year, with their open admission shelter where no animal is left behind regardless of age, health, temperament or breed. We truly are everywhere. In Chile, Santiago Furfest raised $2,140 for Fundación Particortos, an organization dedicated to the rescue of abandoned and abused animals with a focus on puppies, injured and pregnant animals, providing them with veterinary care, food and everything needed to prepare them for adoption in a new forever home. YouTube is filled with wonderful and creative videos where people make all sorts of posable dolls and plushies, but Goblin Girl Studio stands out. They are showing off how to make this amazing posable squirrel, but they are presenting it as they are reconstructing a sketch from hints like in a true detective, building it from clues in a mystery of a little village where someone crushed the leg of an innocent beetle. And now for our featurette. As mentioned before, NordicFuzzCon was amazing and took up the better part of this month for me. I spent well over a week in Malmö and I had the pleasure of talking to Chester the Geroo. So let's get back into time to this wonderful convention, to his lovely little hotel room. Welcome at this month's Digging Up Positivity. It's a little bit different, but as you already noticed, we have a lot of stuff from NordicFuzzCon where I lost more than just a couple of kilos. And this Digging Up Positivity, we have a very special guest, because at NordicFuzzCon we really go another direction. We had a wonderful furry opera, and one of those stars of that opera is sitting right next to me. By all means, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Chester. I am a Geroo. Crash landed here a few years ago, and now I work for Space Force. And I absolutely love classical music that's on this planet. It's the most amazing music I've ever heard in my life. So I love getting other animals together and us making this special opera music together. It's really fun.
Absolutely. And here at NordicFuzzCon, how did you get the idea to go to NordicFuzzCon? Because you're not from around here, you're from way the other end. And what made NordicFuzzCon stand out to you?
Well, thanks for asking. The reason I came here, and this is my third year in a row. First year I came because in the pandemic I had a big breakup, and I connected across the Atlantic Ocean to one of my best friends, Fozzie the Fox, and we really connected about, being dads and relationships, and we were really supportive of each other. And he was one of my very first friends in the furry fandom as I sort of dove into the community, isolated during the pandemic, and we really wanted to get together to make music because we're both into opera. So we did a small stage performance on the NordicFuzzCon Maid Cafe stage that was 2 years ago, and we had a great time. And the other person who performed was Dan on that concert. So it was sort of the three of us. We just did this thing. We just had fun. It was just for ourselves, but also to entertain. And that's when NordicFuzzCon Stu, specifically Pinky and Fredericks, said, hey, we're huge fans of opera, like really, really big fans of opera. Really like what you do. Would you consider coming back next year to do a main stage show? So we were a bit blown away, and we accepted their invitation, and we put on a full opera last year. And just this weekend, we freaking did it again, and did are, Madame Fluttershy, which was a huge success, a lot of hard work, and really satisfying. So that's what brings me here every year. This convention's like very magical. It's my favorite con out of any of the cons I've been to by a long shot.
So, of this favorite con, what has been your favorite experience so far?
Like at this convention?
Yeah.
Like this year?
Or in general? In general, really?
In general, I love meeting more and more people who are like me. Also love to perform and have musical talent, and specifically a niche in this classical genre that I find myself in, and just connecting with them and sharing stories. So for me, it's really the friendships. I kept telling myself, I'm going to go dance at the rave, but I just preferred hanging with friends. So it's cumulatively all of these special moments that I have with my friends.
Oh, that's amazing. And for anyone who comes to the furry fandom for the very first time, do you have any advice for them?
Well, people come to the furry fandom or the furry community for a variety of reasons. Some just want a more casual, fun hobby, a little escape. But for some people, it's like the only way they can, have any strength to find themselves and express themselves. It's being able to have a character where you can sort of experiment and figure things out and connect with other people like I have. That makes it very special. So I would say any newcomer advice is just follow your heart, and if you're really nervous, but you want to and you feel like something you want to do, just go for it. It can be, and it is, a very supportive, safe place. There's monsters everywhere in the world, and not exclusive to any hobby or community you involve yourself in. But if you just go for it, you may find it's changed your life.
Oh, that's just wonderful to say. And with that, I would like to thank you so much for taking your time out of your extremely busy schedule during NordicFuzzCon. I mean, I've been with Charity as well. Us trying to sync up in terms of time, that was just wow.
That's also just my ADHD.
Oh, not just that. It was the planets had to align properly for this interview to happen.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and I'm happy to share, this music with people. And I hope you'll consider coming to NordicFuzzCon next year. Mm-hmm. We just got our convention theme, and so we're already brainstorming how to put a new original story together.
Yeah, it will be Cirque du Nord, so it will be circus themed, and I hope to see you there. Thank you, Chester. It was amazing.
Alright, so that was different. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end. After this, I'm going to sleep off the remaining concrete and make sure that I'm all chipper before the next art stream on Twitch, which will be roughly every Monday on Twitch, with a mirror stream here on YouTube from 8 PM till 10 PM Central European Time. Also, check out my artwork T-store for more Meerkat goodness, and I would like to thank the following supporters. On Subscribestar we have Barre de Floof, Cosmic with a K, Taros, a Manic Spectacle Cat, Hanzana, and we have the YouTube channel members Rex the Warhorse, Opal, Lorek Burnison, Joey and Mavi, a Whiffer, Longtooth, and on Patreon we have Tentru, McNally, Ishnula, and Els Deckers. And of course we have our Twitch subscribers Ayabuyin, Falconio, Jake RG, Sex the Mischievous Fox, Arapuffs, Drohan Starbear, Duali, Jan de Trekhans, Marcel Kopperson, and Ishnula. I am so incredibly humbled by all the support. thank you all. It is thanks to you that it's so much fun to make these videos despite having to slam through the con crud. The next episode will be on March the 5th, and I hope to see you all by then. Stay awesome and all the hugs.